All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Orleans Darkwa, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Breeze now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, easy. Good set.
The first carry down. This is Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, head, computer, exactly what you want though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, gone. Dancing to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. These two teams had not one but 2 memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big. And then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-42, to advance to their 3rd AFC Championship game in franchise history. And I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing. To throw is gone. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On the run, Darkwa. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. Now this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Justin Houston in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He hits Baldwin right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And some space here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Johnson. And some room to work. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Ingram. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where
That's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Off play action. Here's Goff. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
12. Tiger.
Third and long. It's gone. He's going to let it go deep for the hit. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Here's Robinson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Terrell Basham in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Ready? You ready? Got it. Thirty-six.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Shell. Whirling.
Here's Darkwan. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
You got him. You got him. Tiger. Here we go. Orange.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left. And got his man. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
All right. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 12. Tiger. Hey, 5.
Now a first down throw. Goff. catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip at his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, gone. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Merlin. 76. Helm. 76. 76. Hey, 76.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Super 1.
They'll come out in the pistol.
DC. 12.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for a shotgun snap for Goff. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football. This game, what's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the areas.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Looking deep for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A solid pass breakup that time by Joe Hayden.
Good to see him out there on the field, moving around, playing well. Joe Hayden, if you talk to the NFL guys, when you list the best corners in the game, Joe Hayden's name always comes up for reasons we just saw, just like that.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Starting left here.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Check, check, check.
On first down, Breeze being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Two. Cut.
On first and 10, Goff.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the end zone, Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Here we go. 76. 76. Super 1. 76. Hardball.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down. Pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Looking long for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Let's go, D, let's go. 12.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Goff now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run with Darkwa. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Goff now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Darkwa. And he's got this one down to the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Goff, and this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Breeze now on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
21, 21. 12. 14. 21, 21.
On second down, here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Ready? 21, 21, 21. Got it.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he coughs up the football near his own goal. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Johnson jostles free. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
14. Super.
Goff on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
12. Orange.
2nd and 10. Goff again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
14.
Here's Goff. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it with the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here's Robinson. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Throwing deep for Galladay. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Breeze. Screenplay, Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run. It's Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Dewan Smoot in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Johnson. And They'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Yellow lady. Got it. Get set.
Back to throw, Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
Yellow lady. Where's her?
Breeze to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Get set.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing now, Goff. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
13. Ready? Here we go.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf.